Also with us is 12-year-old Shea Encinas from California. Last year in 5th grade, Shea was forced to read a book to a kindergarten student promoting a message of radical gender ideology that is contrary to his religious beliefs and ours. I'd like to have Shea come up and tell the story. It's an amazing story. Shea, please come up.
Thank you again, Mr. President. Hi, I'm Shea Encinas. I've been a Christian my whole life, and Jesus means everything to me. When I was in 5th grade, my school forced me to teach my kindergarten buddy about changing his gender using a book called My Shadow is Pink. The book said you can choose your gender based on feelings instead of how God made us. I knew this was not right, but I was afraid of getting in trouble. After my family spoke up, the school treated us badly, and kids started bullying me and my brother because of our faith. And the school did nothing to stop it. It hurt a lot, but I kept trusting God. I believe kids like me should be able to live our faith at school without being forced to go against what we believe. I hope no other family has to go through what mine did. Thank you.
Shea, let us hear your story.
You start.
Okay. I'm his mom. Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, thank you for the opportunity to share our story. My name is Jennifer Encinas. My husband Carlos and I strive to live out our Christian faith daily, not just in worship, but in raising our 3 beautiful children. We teach our children that God made them with intention and purpose, and that He created humans as male and female, a truth unaltered by feelings or social trends. Carlos and I have always supported our school community. We volunteered regularly, and our oldest son, Shea, thrived academically, socially, and in leadership roles until the 2023-24 school year at La Costa Heights Elementary School in the Encinitas Union School District. On May 1st, 2024, Shea came home visibly disturbed. His normal 5th grade buddy time with kindergartners was replaced by a reading, video, and chalk activity of My Shadow is Pink, a book on gender identity. Shea was forced to participate in an activity promoting the book's message and teaching his kindergarten buddy about gender ideology against his beliefs.
As my teacher read the book, My Shadow is Pink, I could tell immediately that the message went against my beliefs. It taught that gender could be chosen based on feelings rather than the way God created us. I didn't have any choice. I had to participate. We were then told to line up and head to our buddy class, where we watched a cartoon version of the book. I felt sick. I wanted to protect my buddy, cover his eyes even, but I didn't want to get in trouble. Then we went outside to trace our buddy's shadows with chalk. The teacher told each child to pick a color to represent him or her. I felt upset and confused, but I stayed quiet because I was afraid of getting in trouble. I didn't know this was coming. I wish I could have opted out. After school, my dad picked me up and I told him everything. He was shocked and promised to talk to the school. I hoped that would make things better. Instead, it made things worse, much worse.
School officials never notified us, even though we had just opted Shea out of the school's health unit for this very reason. When we brought the concerns up to his teacher, he claimed the book wasn't about gender, yet the author calls it a story about gender identity, and district documents show an effort supported by groups like Trans Family Support Services to promote this ideology without parental input or awareness. When we emailed the principal and superintendent, instead of responding to us, Principal Christy Kay contacted several of Shea's closest friends and their families, suggesting we were trying to get teachers fired. And that we were hateful and we wanted to remove books about kindness and inclusivity, but all we wanted was to opt out. We were told by several community members that Principal Kay coordinated with the PTA board, room parents, and others to plan a Pink Out the Hate Day, specifically to shame our children for objecting to being used to promote this political agenda. I received a group text message from the room mom of our younger son's class that went out to most parents in 3rd grade saying, "I just talked to the principal and asked how we can help. She said, express your support for our school and teachers. Be a louder voice. Wear pink. Send messages to Mrs. West and Mr. Murphy, or if you see them, tell them we support them and the message of equity and inclusion." My husband, Carlos, received text messages from someone who turned out to be the husband of the teacher who introduced My Shadow is Pink. He told Carlos to move to a remote island and threatened him. When Carlos reported this to Superintendent Gray, she offered no help. The PTA president and others posted on Instagram urging participation in the Pink Out the Hate event. This was especially hurtful as the Instagram post spread quickly throughout the community. These were the absolute hardest days of my life as a mother. All the while, I was at home taking care of our newborn daughter. I felt like I couldn't breathe, I couldn't sleep. All I could do was pray. How could this school and these people treat our family like this? Our kids have grown up together, and instead of defending them, they were acting with such hate towards them. But beyond our circle of friends, why was the school spreading lies and promoting the bullying of my 9 and 11-year-old sons over their religious beliefs? For example, the daughter of school board member Tom Morton messaged me saying our family was a disgrace to the community, told us to pull our kids out, and warned that teachers would know we were hateful hypocrites.
On the Pink Out the Hate Day, I felt like the entire school, including teachers, administrators, and classmates I counted as friends, were standing against me and ridiculing my beliefs. My little brother, who was also being bullied by that time because of our beliefs, refused to go to school. I cried that morning but decided to try and be brave and see who would stand with me. But over half the school wore pink. I felt completely alone. The rest of the school year didn't improve. Some of my friends' parents even told them not to spend time with me, but I kept trusting God. I knew He was with me and would carry me through. Sadly, my family felt we had no choice but to withdraw from the school district I had loved. We transferred to a private school where we now feel loved, supported, and safe every day. Every day, I thank God for giving me a new place to grow, learn, and be myself. Looking back, my experience at La Costa Heights still makes me sad, but it also reminds me how strong my faith is and how faithful God has been to me. I'm sharing my story not for attention, but in the hope that no other child or family has to go through what mine did.
With the help of First Liberty Institute, we filed a lawsuit to help make sure parents in the future have the right to know and opt out of situations like this. Still, even after leaving and successfully asserting our rights, the harassment continues. Our hope is that sharing our story today will preserve the rights of parents to direct their children's moral and religious upbringings, especially on sensitive topics like sex and gender. Thank you for your time.